To start today's topic, I thought I'll talk about how I was a slave to a lot of my influences, and more specifically, how I was a slave to the writing of H.P. Lovecraft. Before I did my MA in creative writing, I always wrote and was highly prolific in my writing, and I sputtered along like some sort of inhuman writing machine, blissfully unaware that my favourite writer was having a very deep impact on my own writing style. And he was actually the core that was shaping a lot of my stories. Do you know what? And I even had my own ideas. I had a novel under my belt, but they were a pale imitation of what Lovecraft did. The last couple of years has really helped me shape my own style, and that's not because I changed the subject that I was writing about either, but because I'm more aware now. I'm more aware of all of those influences and those things that helped shape me in my formative years and helped to create my everyday reality as it is right now.
This is not a Sutter Kane story. This is not reality. Not reality. Not reality.
This is reality.
Not reality. Not reality.
The thoughts and feelings that I possess now. I understand the impact of my father reading The Hobbit when I was a child in bed, watching The Usual Suspects, playing Dungeons & Dragons and Baldur's Gate 2 Shadows of Arm, reading Shakespeare and Marlowe and attending plays and doing drama as well, playing Final Fantasy, Metal Gear Solid, Deus Ex, watching Blade Runner, all of these inspirations. And many more of the different forms and media types that were thrown in front of you while growing up. All of these all-encompassing, awe-inspiring masterpieces that helped to shape the storyteller that I would become. And it's uncomfortable, let me tell you. We all like to think we're some sort of unique little snowflake.
I've been raised on television to believe that one day we'd all be millionaires and movie gods and rock stars, but we won't.
You know, they think they've got everything figured out. They think that their work is better than anybody else's. They think their work is different. Probably that's the most important thing there is, it's different from what's come before. They've got something that nobody else had. And that's simply not true. And I think it's because of the impact of nostalgia, or at least the warmth of nostalgia anyway. We put on those warm, snuggly pajamas of nostalgia. We get that dopamine hit, that rush of chemicals that numb our brains. And we ignore the thing that we've just made, that masterpiece, that amazing thing we've put out into the world and we're willing for people to read or watch or listen to, is exactly like what's come before it. We're okay with that because of how it feels, how nostalgia makes us feel about that work, because it takes us back, it makes us remember fondly. Nostalgia hugs us and we hug it in return. And that makes our stories unoriginal, uninspiring and common. And that's definitely difficult to swallow. We need to put in the time and the energy to better understand the influences on us and on us as writers, as musicians, artists, whatever it is that we're pursuing. The era that they were made in, the values that they value and represent, the aspects of society that they challenge at the time, aspects that make them unique, things that make Lovecraft Lovecraft. I'm not saying that we should try and understand absolutely everything when it comes to our influences. That's basically impossible and would take a lifetime. We should understand just enough so we can come from a place that's informed, a place with a little more appreciation for your craft and for the craft of others that came before you, and undoubtedly the people that will follow you as well. And I hope this gets your mind into the way of thinking on how to improve your work or critically think about your own work without being overly influenced by what other people are saying. Like this video and share it if you think it will help someone, or if it helped you. I want to know what you think in the comments below too. And I hope it just helps to get people out of that creative dead end, or gives them a new idea, or gives them a new way to think about their work. And please subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content. I'm getting back into the swing of things now, so I'm actually producing videos again, thankfully, and I'll see you in the next one.